Hi guys, and welcome back to another video where today we're going to be predicting the scores of week 38, the final weekend of this, the 2019-2020 Premier League season. Now before we get on to this final predictions video, let's have a quick look at how well we got on in week 37.
So last week had an average week as anything. I only had 6 points with one perfect result, that being Wolves to beat Palace 2-0.
Yes, Nathan, I find it was a bit of a disappointing week for myself. I came away with just the 8 points, one perfect score. Again, that Wolves 2-0 victory over Crystal Palace. Representing the viewers last week was Richard Morgan, and Richard came away with 8 points. So congratulations on that score. Top scorers of last week with 13 points was Alex Langhorne, David Redgrift and Ferius77, all coming away with those 13 points. So for the season now, Nathan, you're on 247 points, I'm on 265 points, and the viewers are on 241 points going into this final weekend of the season. So will you be able to catch me?
Definitely not, but no. Will the viewers catch me? That's the question.
We shall see. But enough of last week. Let's crack on and make the predictions for week 38.
Okay, so now all of week 38's fixtures are, I believe, at 4 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah, they are.
Bit of a weird time, to be fair for it. But first up anyway, we've got Arsenal-Watford. Arsenal beating Man City and then losing to Aston Villa in the drop zone. Typical Arsenal. Watford getting absolutely hammered to Man City and got to play Arsenal now. I can't see Watford being able to do anything in this one, really. I think Arsenal are going to bounce back. And I think they're going to scrape by 2-1 win as Arsenal, which will send Watford into the Championship.
Yeah, it's been a little bit topsy-turvy in these past few weeks for Arsenal, getting some fantastic victories against the likes of Liverpool, Manchester City, and then they go and lose last time out against Aston Villa, who we know are fighting for their lives at the moment. A lot of Arsenal fans saying that they've turned the corner and we're going to be challenging for that top four next season, but losing against Villa. Watford with a bizarre decision of sacking Nigel Pearson with 2 matches to go.
Now looking for their 16th manager in the last 10 years. Ridiculous.
It looked like that he had saved them because he came in. I think they were cut adrift at the bottom, were they?
Yeah, they were six. They were like 6 points behind Norwich at the time, which is absurd.
And he left them in 17th position. So
and as soon as he gets sacked, back into the relegation spots they go.
They are currently in 18th position. So bizarre by the Watford owners yet again.
Craig Shakespeare gone, and the goalkeeper coach is now the manager for the next the next match.
Yeah, but Watford themselves, they haven't actually won away from home against any of the teams currently above them in the division. The only teams that they have beaten away are Bournemouth and Norwich, who are currently below them in the table. So they're not going to win by the looks of it, according to the stats. Arsenal, as we've said, topsy-turvy, a little bit inconsistent, but I'm going to go for a victory to the Gunners in this one, and I'm going for a 2-1 home win. Next up, we've got Burnley at home against Brighton. Burnley, 1 loss in 15 matches.
Very good.
Excellent return. Brighton find themselves in 16th position. They're safe again for another season in the Premier League. They keep their head above the water and they keep going. Maybe they'll build, and will they build and get into a sort of mid-table in the next year or so? That remains to be seen. But in this match, Burnley's form has been great, as I've just mentioned. They find themselves in 9th position. I can't see them losing at home. They're very strong in defence at the moment, so I don't think they'll concede. I can see them nicking a goal. Chris Woods is getting amongst the goals recently, so I'm going to go for a 1-0 victory to Burnley at Turf Moor.
Yeah, I've gone exactly the same as you. I can't see Burnley losing at home, so 1-0, especially to a Brighton team as well. Next up, we've got quite an interesting one, Chelsea v Wolves. Now, Wolves, 6th position, could potentially, no they couldn't unless they score about 10 goals. Looks like they're going to get a 6th position now, unless something stupid happens where they're going to get European football next season. Whereas Chelsea, 4th position at the moment, lose again, Leicester win, then Leicester gets Champions League, which I hope will end up happening, of course. But Frank Lampard not happy about the Liverpool loss last night, giving a load of abuse to Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah,
I don't know why Frank Lampard went off about that, but yeah, I fully expect Chelsea to win this one. They're going to bounce back, and I'm going to say 3-1 to the Blues.
Yeah, and you know what? I've gone exactly the same as you in this.
You've been copying my predictions.
No, you've been copying mine.
No, you've been copying mine.
No, you've been copying mine. Anyway, yeah, I'm going for 3-1 as well in this fixture. Wolves last time out getting a routine win against Crystal Palace. Palace can't win for love or money at the moment, but Chelsea on the end of an absolute massive scoreline, 5-3 it ended up at Anfield, so they are scoring goals at the moment, great going forward, but just conceding at the back. That's why I've gone for a solitary Wolves goal in this one. But yeah, I think Chelsea are going to be too strong for them. They need as well to cement themselves in those Champions League positions as well, because they're looking over their shoulder at Leicester and Manchester United just above them on goal difference. So Chelsea really need to win this match to confirm them in the Champions League next season. Yeah, 3-1 to me. Next up, we've got Crystal Palace against Spurs. Now Spurs, another one looking to win. Recently they've been doing very well. They've won their last 3 matches, currently just 1 point behind Wolves. So Tottenham have got aspirations of European football themselves.
Depending on who wins the FA Cup final. Who's in the FA Cup final?
Chelsea, Arsenal.
Yeah, depending on who wins the FA Cup final. If Arsenal win it, then they get European football. But if Arsenal lose, then they will hand European football to Tottenham, which is very interesting. So yeah, massive game in the FA Cup final for them.
Yeah, but getting back to this match, Nathan, just as I've just said, Spurs in fine form. Crystal Palace, since lockdown, they've lost all 7 matches, so they're on the beach.
Terrible.
They can't go down. You know, their stats since coming back from lockdown, it's just been a disaster, really. So I can only see one victor in this one. I can't see Spurs conceding unless Zaha's on form, but I'm going to go for a straightforward 2-0 away victory to the Whites.
Yeah, I've gone exactly the same as you, 2-0. I can't see Palace winning this one, especially with losing 7 on the trot. And I think this one is going to be Roy Hodgson's last ever game in football.
Really? Wow.
Yes, I think he's going to retire after this game.
Okay.
Especially, really with the way Palace have been lately and the terrible run of form at Palace, I think he's going to mutually leave and he's going to end up retiring. But moving on, next up we've got Everton versus Bournemouth, a game that could go either way. Bournemouth can still technically stay up. That is if they score 2 or more goals, depending on Watford and Aston Villa.
It depends on the swing there, isn't it? So
so they could potentially stay up on goal difference there, which would be something for Bournemouth. They're hoping for a miracle, but they're coming up against an Everton side, patchy form as anything. Again, a good result against Sheffield United last time around, 1-0. But this is Everton's game, really. I think they're going to want to finish the season on a high. Ancelotti's going to have them fired up, 2-0, sending Bournemouth down to the Championship for the first time in 5 years.
Yeah, as you said, Nathan, Everton's form all over the place at the moment. They did get that victory last time out, that away win against Sheffield United, very good win in fact, but prior to that they haven't won in some 5 games, so coming up against a Bournemouth team, you would expect Everton to win this one. However, Bournemouth have improved of late, even though they are losing. Their last 2 matches have been a home reverse against their South Coast rival Southampton, and prior to that was a narrow defeat 2-1 against Manchester City, although Manchester City should have destroyed them in that match. In this one though, I think Bournemouth are going to put up a good fight, but you've got to fancy Everton at home, surely. You would think that Bournemouth could get something out of this match, but I've just got a sneaky suspicion that the Toffees are going to want to end up on a positive note, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 home victory. So next up we've got Leicester City up against Manchester United. A very, very important game for both sides,
really important,
and has a bearing on Chelsea as well. So Leicester recently terrible form. Okay, they've got 2 wins rather in their last 6 fixtures, but you don't know what sort of Leicester side is going to show up on the day. Manchester United last time out, a draw against West Ham, but prior to that they'd won 4 of their last 5 fixtures. So Manchester United in very good form. Leicester at home, this could go either way. It could, you could see lots of goals in this.
Basically, whoever wins in this one's in the Champions League.
It's a winner takes all sort of thing. This, isn't it? Man United win this, then Leicester aren't in Champions League. Leicester win
European football anyway.
Leicester win this. Leicester win this match, and it could be curtains for Chelsea if they don't win.
Or
their
even
fixture.
United as well.
Or even Manchester United. So
we could have it's not really as insane as the Championship yesterday, but
no, that was
ridiculous.
I think this is going to be very tight. Can Brenda, has he got the tactics to beat Manchester United?
I think he does.
Earlier in the season, Man United won this one 1-0. I think it's going to be the same result, but a different scoreline. I'm going to go for a 2-1 away win to the Red Devils.
I have no idea what to make of this one, but I've got to play it safe here. I'm going to go with what's most likely going to happen, but I imagine Leicester would end up winning this. Could go either way, but I'm going to play the safe bet and I'm going to go for a 2-1 Man United. There will be goals, but you never know, they might sneak it in the last minute. Next up, we've got Man City versus Norwich. Now, Norwich propping up the numbers in the Premier League at the moment. Nothing there, is there? They're good. Well, Championship football next season. Man City probably want to end on a high. I'm going to say they will. 5-0.
5-0 this week.
5-0 indeed.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a big scoreline as well. Manchester City 4, Norwich 0. Norwich 9 straight defeats. It's going to be 10 after this weekend. Manchester City want to reverse that result earlier in the year where Norwich famously beat them. I think it was 3-2 at Carrow Road. So yeah, they're going to look for a little bit of a revenge in this fixture. It's probably going to be David Silva's last league game in the Premier League as well, unless he gets signed by another team, but he's probably off to America or Spain or somewhere like that, so he's going to want to put in a good performance and come away with a victory as well. And it's going to be 4-0 to the Citizens. Next up, we got Newcastle at home against champions Liverpool. Newcastle find themselves in 30th position on 44 goals, and we saw Liverpool lift the trophy. So will many of their players still be celebrating?
Who knows?
They're going to want to end with a victory. Liverpool end the season on 99 points as well. They're currently on 96. The way they dismantled Chelsea was impressive. Okay, they did concede 3 goals, but scored 5 in the process. So Newcastle could be a tough nut to crack, but they haven't won in 5. Well, I think it's 1 victory in 6 matches now. So I'm going to go for an away victory to Liverpool, and I'm going to go 3-1, which is a repeat scoreline of earlier in the season.
Interesting. Well, I'm actually going to go for a Liverpool clean sheet in this one. I'm going to go for a 3-0. I think Liverpool will be solid on the last day and close out possibly a 99-point season, making them second highest of all time.
The only way that really Newcastle, I can see them winning this or getting anything out, is if Liverpool throw in the youngsters. Really,
if they play the kids. But
you may see that happen, or there may be a handful of them playing on up at St James's Park.
Anyway, next up we've got Southampton versus Sheffield United. Now Sheffield United losing to Everton 1-0. Slightly unlucky there, I thought. But Southampton, never good result in the South Coast derby. They are the top team on the South Coast at the moment. I mean, this season, Brighton beat them, Bournemouth beat them, and Portsmouth they've beaten as well. So they've beaten all the teams down there. They are the top team on the South Coast at the moment. And they're coming up against, Sheffield United. Who knows what to put in this one? I'm going to go for a 1-1.
Yeah, difficult one to predict, this one. Sheffield United, fantastic season, currently in 8th position. They want to end on a high, although Southampton have been very good recently. Potentially, they could move up from 12th up to 11th if Everton don't get all 3 points. Tough one to call, but I'm actually going to go for a narrow 2-1 home victory to Southampton. We may see Danny Ings on the score sheet again. He's go in for Golden Boot, of course. I'm not sure how many it is that he needs. I'll have to look at the stats afterwards. But yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-1 home victory to the Saints in this one. And the final match of the weekend, alphabetically, you could say, is West Ham against Aston Villa. Aston Villa fighting for their lives. They're currently just outside the drop zone on goal difference. They're on minus 26, whereas Watford are on minus 27. Both Aston Villa and Watford are on 34 points, so it's really important for Villa to get something out of this game. But West Ham's fortunes recently, they've really picked up only one defeat in their last 6 matches. They gained that very good draw against Manchester United as well, this in game week 37, so difficult one to call. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in this fixture, which will see Aston Villa surviving by the skin of their teeth and remain in the Premier League for next season. 1-1.
Interesting. I've got exactly the same as you, but I'm saying there's going to be goals in this one. I think it's going to be 2-2.
A humdinger.
Humdinger indeed.
Desmond's.
West Ham going to get some goals, I reckon. Villa going to reply with Dean Smith's going to have his side pushing for it as well. And yeah, I'm going to say 2-2. I believe McGinn's back in the...
He's been back for a while. Yeah,
been back for a while. I can see him getting on the score sheet. And probably Samatta, I'm going to say as well.
Fantastic. So that concludes our predictions for the final week of this week 38 of the 2019-2020 Premier League season. As always, I'm going to leave a template of these fixtures in the description, and if you'd like to play at home, all you need to do is copy and paste them into your comments, and like the likes of David Redcliffe, Ferrier77 and Alex Langhorn, you could get a shout out in the next video, which will be a reaction video, a review, you could say, of the 2019-2020 season, how we predicted before the season started. So yeah, we're gonna have a shout outs in that video, see how we got on, and let's see if we can beat the score that we had last season. So yeah, but Nathan, before we go, is there anything you'd like to add?
Yep, Cardiff in the playoffs at least, so live stream Monday night and next Thursday as well. Be there. Cardiff City versus Fulham, watch along for both of them. Hopefully we can get to the playoff final. And not only that as well, another manager sacked. We always do this. Which managers are going at the end of the season? Your prediction?
Probably, well, Watford, you can see them getting a new manager. Sean Dyche, we're not sure what's happening there at Burnley. Will he leave? There's rumours that he's going to leave.
I think he's going to stay.
We're looking at Chelsea. Wolves know that. Well, Nuno Espirito, is there a chance of him being picked up by a bigger club? You never know. Maybe in Europe, or has he got unfinished business at Wolves? Would he want to get them into the Champions League perhaps next season? Mourinho should be at Spurs next year. You said about Roy Hodgson at Crystal Palace. Don't know, he is getting long in the tooth now, so maybe there'll be a change there, especially after their form since coming back from lockdown. Eddie Howe should remain at Bournemouth if they go down.
They've got a sensible owner, so I think they'll be fine there.
Brenda at Leicester should be there. Ollie at Manchester United. Man City, they've won their appeal as well, so they will be in Champions League.
I think Pep will stay now because
Pep
of that.
will stay, yeah. Farquhar, he'll probably remain with them for a few months, I should imagine. If they go down, I would have thought they'd have sacked him by now, but he'll remain there in the Championship next season. Liverpool, well, Klopp's going to be there, no doubt. Newcastle, will Steve Bruce stay there, or will
it depends on the takeover?
That's
but
right.
The new owners, or the proposed new owners, have said that they're going to give Steve Bruce a chance for a bit, see what he can offer with the funds.
Okay. Excellent. Southampton, Sheffield United. Moyes with West Ham. He turned them around, looking really good in these last few weeks. So I expect him to be there, unless the board there or the owners want something completely different again, and then he'd go off and he'd probably have to come back and say them again. And Aston Villa, who knows, if they end up going down, then we could see Dean Smith a sack in there from Villa. If they stay up, what will they do? Will they stick, or will they twist and go for somebody else? But yeah, very interesting.
Very interesting
on the managerial merry-go-round. But
but my predictions on this, top 10, all of them are going to be safe. Who knows about Who knows about what's happening with Sean Dyche, though. Yeah, I imagine he's going to stay. Roy Hodgson, I think, is going to retire after this match. He's run out of steam, definitely, and with the way they've been playing, I think Palace are going to want something new there. Let's hope they don't go for another Frank de Boer as well, and someone like Hodgson has to come back and save them. I'm going to go out and say Villa, if they stay up, actually either way, I think they're going to sack Dean Smith, because down there at Villa, really good set of players, could do a lot of damage with that team, but Dean Smith just hasn't gotten playing throughout the season.
Superb. Okay then, guys, thanks for watching as always. Just to mention as well, I'm going to do a full roundup of the fantasy football, the league that we've been running all season as well, so I'll probably put that in a separate video away from our reaction video to the 2019-2020 Premier League season. But once again though, thank you for watching, thank you for commenting, subscribing, leaving your predictions through most of this season. I know there's a lot of you who play every week, so I'd like to thank each and every one of you for contributing in that manner, and you're making your comments as well. But for now, bid you farewell. We'll see you over on Nathan's channel on Monday evening for the Cardiff-Fulham first leg of the Championship playoff semi-final. And we'll see you in the next video, which is a reaction video. Cheers, guys.